Most tower defense games start to feel the same after a while. You place a few towers, upgrade them, and for a while, it works. But after some time, it starts to feel a bit repetitive. Like you've already seen what the game has to offer. And after that, it's usually just more of the same. But Bloons Tower Defense 6 just keeps things interesting. Because even though it looks simple at first, there's a lot more going on than you expect. At its core, it's still a tower defense game. You place different monkey towers, upgrade them, and try to stop waves of balloons from getting through. But the way it handles that is what makes it stand out from the other tower defense games. And a big reason for that is how the upgrade system works. Every tower in the game has multiple upgrade paths, and each one changes how it actually plays. Some upgrades focus on damage, others improve range or attack speed, and some completely change what the tower does. So instead of just placing towers, you're just thinking about how everything works together, how to deal with different types of balloons. And as the game goes on, those decisions start to matter more, because stronger balloons start appearing, and you can't just rely on the same setup every time. You have to adjust, change your strategy, and figure out what works best in that situation. There's also a lot of variety in the game. Different maps have completely different layouts, which changes how you approach each run. Some maps are simple and open, giving you a lot of space to build your setup, while others are more restrictive, forcing you to think more carefully about placement and the gimmicks of the specific map. And on top of that, there are different modes and challenges that change the way you play. Whether it's different rules to play around or restrictions on what towers you can use, the game constantly puts you in different situations, so even though the core idea stays the same, it never really feels repetitive. And another thing that adds to the variety is the towers themselves, because they're not all the same. They're split into different categories, each with their own role. You have primary towers which are simple and reliable, military towers which focus more on firepower and range, magic towers that bring more unique abilities and effects, and support towers which help everything else perform better. And another thing that makes the game feel more unique are the heroes. Unlike normal towers, heroes level up automatically during the match. They get stronger as the rounds go, and each one of them has their own abilities, strengths and playstyles. Some focus more on damage, while others build around support, or controlling large groups of balloons. And because you can only bring one hero into a match, choosing the right one can completely change how you play. But even with all of that, what really makes the game work is how satisfying it is to play. Watching everything come together, seeing your setup actually work, and holding through rounds that get more difficult. It just feels really rewarding. And even when things start to go wrong, you can adjust, change a few things and keep going. And that loop is what keeps the game fun. And that's what makes Bloons Tower Defense 6 stand out. It takes a really simple idea and somehow keeps it interesting for way longer than you expect. Between the different towers, upgrade paths, maps and strategies, there's always something new to experiment with. And even after all these years, it still manages to stay fun without overcomplicating itself, which is probably why so many people still come back to it. And if you never tried it before or haven't played it in a while, it's definitely worth checking out. Thank you for watching.